Hey, I'm Mike from Retro Boost. I got one question for you. Think back to your childhood. What was a popular toy or toy series? For me, it was Hot Wheels. And I was walking through a store this morning and I noticed that Hot Wheels still has like this huge presence in the toy aisle, which kind of surprised me. I was like, wow, they're still killing it. That's pretty cool. Took a look through there, tried to see if I could recognize any of the cars from my day, and after a lot of searching, I was able to find one that I recognized right here in this multi-pack, the Diora 2, which I had one of those when I was a kid. At one point, I had over 100 of these things. I guess now I have 5. So I'm collecting them all over again. Here we go. But yeah, Hot Wheels were a huge part of my youth. They were on top of the world back in the early 2000s. They were doing this big 35th anniversary event. There was this movie that came out that is of a suspect quality. My gosh, that's gonna be for a different time though. My lord. And also games. Now, there was a game based off of that movie. I didn't play that too much, though. The one that I did play a lot of was Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. I had it for N64. I've recently acquired the PlayStation 1 version. Since I'm in such a Hot Wheels mood, let's revisit this bad boy and see how it holds up. I've played a lot of racing games since this, you know, like all the Mario Karts and Need for Speed and Forza and F-Zero GX. How is this guy gonna hold up? How is the licensed game gonna compare to all these original franchises that were around both around this time and since? Well, let's find out. Time to revisit Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing is an arcade racing experience. Arcade pretty much meaning that realism is pretty much being thrown out the window for the most part. It's a fantasy game. I mean, it's Hot Wheels. What do you expect? But you race through tracks that are themed after the Hot Wheels playsets. So the big loops, the barrel rolls, big jumps, boosts, all kinds of fun stuff like that. The races feature you versus 6 opponents. It does support multiplayer, and you can choose from around 40 or so Hot Wheels cars. Most of these are unlocked, whether it be by finding them in the levels as like secret pickups, or earning them by completing championships, either way. But now that the basic ideas are established, let's start a race. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Go! Go? What am I doing wrong here? Is it trigger? No. X? No. Analog. Oh, analog on. X, still no. Right. Oh, it's the right stick. That is bizarre. Okay, I've never played a racing game where that's how that worked. Alright, so right stick for forward, and then we'll figure it out from there. Weird. Now that we have the controls figured out, the way that the game works is when you go through these races, every time you get airtime, you want to perform stunts. Flips and barrel rolls and spins, whatever. Doing stunts earns you turbo points. You want to keep as many of these on hand as possible. You pretty much want to constantly be at turbo speed. That's the best way to win. Always be going maximum speed. The thing is, with these different cars, they all have different statistics. Different durability, different top speed and acceleration, different stunt potential, as you could call it, I guess. And you know, the problem I have with games that have stats like that, you tend to want to go after like the 1 or 2 cars that kind of have it all. So you're not really going to be doing much variety because you want to win. You want a car that can reliably perform. You don't want a car that wrecks the second you hit a bump, and you don't want a car that can't do any kind of stunts because you got to be going top speed. So for me, I'm playing as this Shadow Jet car pretty much exclusively, and that's what I've been using because it's reliable. The second I try to experiment, it blows up in my face, quite literally. Not a good time, as you can see. As far as what there is to do, we can do single races or the Hot Wheels Cup. The Hot Wheels Cup takes us through a bunch of races. They're all 6 laps per, which it's a good time now to mention that with the controls having you push the right stick forward to go, man, that can get kind of draining when you're going 6 laps. Like, my thumb's getting kind of sore, to be honest. I've just never played a game that had me hold a stick like that for so long in the same position. But yeah, they're just 6 laps per, which also gives you plenty of opportunity to either hold the lead forever, or if you make mistakes, you got plenty of margin for error to catch back up again. I mean, pretty easy, all things considered. Beating the Hot Wheels Cup will unlock a whole bunch of stuff, including the Secret Car Cup. That was also pretty simple. That one's just 2 tracks, 6 laps per, sorry. And after beating that, you unlock the bonus tracks that are exclusive to the PlayStation 1 version, and the Twin Mill cars, which the Twin Mill cars are the best in the game, and you're really done. I'd say you're probably at this point 30 to 45 minutes in, and you've unlocked pretty much everything. The only stuff left to do at this point is go through the tracks and try to get the individual unlockable cars one by one, which is kind of fun. It's like a little quest that you go on here to find secret areas and get these cars unlocked. But what does it even matter at this point, because the Twin Mill cars are the best. They're always going like just top speed constantly, and they're durable, and their stunts are great. So pointless. There is one final tournament that unlocks, though, the Twin Mill Challenge, and it's basically impossible. If you can hold an early enough lead, you can do it, but you gotta be perfect out of the gate, and it took me many attempts, but it's for almost nothing. You unlock this tow truck, it's like the most durable car in the game, but again, what's the point? It's all about doing the stunts. That's not even worth my time to get out of the bed. So there we go. I unlocked pretty much everything. I've never seen these secret tracks before, though, because like I said, these are not on the N64 version. Whoa, Lord. These bonus tracks are a visual frenzy of mayhem. I legit, like, can't even tell what's going on half the time here. I mean, look at this frenzy. Oof. Sometimes the PlayStation 1's graphics don't hold up all that well, and this is one of those times. So hey, this is exclusive to the PlayStation 1 version, though. Have fun with that, I guess. And as quickly as it arrived, Hot Wheels Turbo Racing is just out of gas. There's just not a lot to do here. I've been playing it for barely maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most, and I've seen everything. I beat all the championships, I unlocked most of the cars, and all the ones I care about at least. I'm not gonna grind for cars I'm never gonna use, so I'm done. So that's kind of a shame. I remember playing this a ton though when I was a kid, but thinking back, it's because I played a lot with my younger brother. So when you have that multiplayer element, there's a lot more to experience. Some games are just meant to be experienced that way, you know, and this is clearly one of them. It's a fun game though, definitely kept me entertained. There's also like this kind of Mario Kart thing going on where you pick up power-ups too. I didn't really mention it earlier because they just don't play that big of a role in the races. You know, it's just not like a forward thing. It's there though, so it keeps things a little interesting, but the stunts and the big jumps and whatnot, the turbo element, you know, there's a lot of things going on that are good here, but it's just short-lived. It's just not a very efficient engine. It's out of gas very quickly is the problem. So there we go. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. You know what? I just realized with PlayStation 1 games, they have reversible, like the cover thing. Like this is also the cover art, but it's also the manual. I love reading manuals for games, and maybe if I had read this one before starting, I would have been prepared for the dumb analog stick thing that I hate with this version of it. Ooh, it's like a folding thing. What's this? What's this? Whoa, okay. Check this out. Register now and get free stuff. I love free stuff. They know they're already catering right toward me. Return this card to receive full customer support and to get regular information about our products. Full customer support, as opposed to partial customer support. Should explain the difference there. Returned cards automatically enter to win something cool from EA. Nondescript. It might be a free game, hat, a t-shirt, whatever we come up with. Okay? Lucky winners drawn every month. Please print clearly in ink using uppercase letters and you fill it out. The address is on the back. Well, I want free stuff. I know that we're like 20-something years past when they expect to do this, but I think I'm gonna call their bluff. They might just send me like a paper clip, because, you know, it's whatever they come up with. Maybe I'll get a stapler. Who knows? But I got a form to fill out, so you guys have a great rest of your day. I got work to do. See ya!